From F&M Bank Arena in Clarksville, Tennessee, welcome to a night of Arena 1 football between the Cats and the Michigan Arsenal. Good evening, everybody. George Plaster, Joe Dubin to bring you tonight's Game 1 for the Cats and Game number 2 for the Arsenal. Joe, the Arsenal, they're an expansion franchise. They're brand new to all this. They opened a week ago with a tough loss against Kentucky. For the Cats, this is their opener.
This is their opener. The Cats come in with something that every team would love to have, and that's an experienced arena ball quarterback. And the Cats have that in Tyler Kolka. Led them to the championship game last year versus Albany. Great game up there. Almost pulled it off. Talked to Tyler today. That fire from the loss, George, still burns inside. He's back for another year. He's looking forward to this big crowd tonight here in Clarksville. He's got his guys back with him. Tyler Kolka is ready to perform tonight for the hometown here in Clarksville.
He is arguably the best quarterback in Arena 1 football. Some will argue. Either way, it's somewhere in the top 2 or 3. And on the other end tonight for Michigan, we're going to see a young man, Malik Henry, who had a big game a week ago in a loss.
Yeah, he's a heck of a quarterback. And look, here's the thing with the quarterbacks in the arena. You got to get the ball out quick, be fast. You're going to make mistakes. You make a lot of mistakes. But like Tyler Kolka has shown us last year, you throw interceptions, you make mistakes, you rally. Because, George, these games come down to the last play. We saw so many games last year come down to the last play. And hopefully it doesn't happen that way for the Cats tonight. They'd like to get this game and take it all the way. But for the Arsenal, look, nothing feels better, George, than a big win on the road in front of a big crowd that is rooting against you tonight.
So the referee, Tom Ritter, about to hold as they lower the light.
George, what do you call here? Heads? Always heads.
Yeah, let's go heads.
Yep.
So Jeff Jarrett does the honors. I think it was tails. And the Cats have won the toss. And from the looks of things, I think they decided they wanted the football first. So that's what's going to happen. The Cats will get the football to start the 2026 season. We'll go to the break from Clarksville, Tennessee. This is Arena 1 football.
Thank you once again.
are you? Oh!
Well, what you just missed was a one-play touchdown drive, Tyler Kulka to Jordan Gandy, that went the distance, and the Cats with the extra point lead 7-0 about 35 seconds into the game. That's called home run stuff.
That is. It's just a simple go route that Gandy ran down the field, beat his guy. Kulka waited on him, had the right amount of protection, delivered just a strike down to the end zone and touchdown. And half the crowd's not even in their seat yet. I mean, they're still getting merchandise and food and everything, and the Cats are up 7-0. Amazing. That's what they got to do. Here's the deal, George. It's what I tell people all the time. Michigan traveled. They lost last week, their second game on the road. What you want to do in the first 5 minutes of this game, make them not want to be here. Make them not want to be here, and that's how you do that with quick strikes, touchdowns like that, and then the Cats are on the board 7-0.
So that's the worst nightmare of an expansion team,
right,
trying to get off to a good start, and it just simply did not happen. One play, the distance, and it'll give you an idea of the high-octane offense that the Cats think they have.
Right, now here's set up for those who don't know. On the kickoff, if you get it between the nets up here, that's called a deuce. That's 2 points for the kicking team. So it could be a 9-0 lead here if they can kick the ball, if our man Kyle Kaplan can get the ball through the net in between the two, I guess, posts.
Yeah, and Kaplan's trying to go right to left on your radio dial to make that happen, and it came up short. And here comes the return, and good special teams work by the Cats. And Michigan will start with very poor field position.
Right.
Down already 7-0. This is the last thing in the world they need.
I do. Derek Maxwell coming down. He's a former Cat, played there last year for the Cats, came down. And look, the whole thing is go down, square your hips up, make sure they get no momentum, get past you. And if you're the lead guy, make that tackle and keep him right down there. Great job by the Cats kickoff team to keep Michigan inside their own 5-yard line.
A week ago, Malik Henry, 23 of 48 and 3 touchdowns in the loss to Kentucky. It's a 3-wide receiver set, and he'll throw it right out into the flat, and that's excellent defense. Trevante Long tackled right at the line of scrimmage. Let's call it no gain on a good defensive play by Derek Jones.
Yeah, Jones, and that's the whole thing. You don't want to get beat. You're out on an island by yourself, so you don't want to get the guy get past you. Again, great job bringing him down. Wait for the cavalry to come back there. Nice job by the Cats defense on the first play of the game.
Henry, a week ago, the best thing he did was not turn the ball over. He throws again out into the flat. That's caught, and a good move for a first down and a bunch more all the way down inside the Cats' 10-yard line. Big yardage there for Dan Williams. First and goal at the Michigan 8.
That's what we tell you. You can't miss tackles because the guy's down the field. You got to break down. And look, if he gets 1 or 2 yards off of you after your breakdown, that's fine. He got about 25 after the initial contact. That's not good. You got to kind of square your hips up, bring that guy down. Again,
3-wide receiver set. to the end zone and way overshooting anybody but the cheerleaders.
Right. Right, nice job there. Roderick Perry, 6'2", 310 out of South Carolina State, had his eyeballs on the quarterback on that play. So Malik Henry had to get rid of the ball. Otherwise, the big man was going to plant him on the turf here in Clarksville.
So even though it's very early, an expansion team in their second game, and they get inside whatever you want to call a red zone in Arena 1, you got to come away with 6 here. Quarterback draw, he's got a lot of room, and he's into the end zone. It will not be a fumble. The official making a very strong call that it is an 8-yard run and a touchdown for Malik Henry.
Well, there's a lot of over-pursuing on that play by the Cats. Henry recognized that out of the gate. And look, you leave a wide spot open. You got pressure on you if you're a quarterback. Just take off and go. So Henry did that, got in the end zone. All you do is cross the plane, fumble the ball after that. Nobody cares, but you get in. But a nice job by Michigan to come back, and hopefully they're going to try to tie this game up.
5-play, 46-yard drive for the visitors. Roden's extra point is down the middle. And 3.5 minutes in, we are tied at 7 here in Clarksville.
Now, Michigan to the and that is a no bueno on that.
Amos Coleman III, deep to receive for the Cats. We've had a lot of fireworks already. People just settling into their seats. Really good crowd here tonight. They had 2,800 pre-sold and probably got over 3,000 in here.
Oh,
and this kick, now here's what's goofy. It hits off that, whatever you want to call that thing, the pipe, and a good retrieval to put it at the 7-yard line.
Yeah, that was a nice job there by Amos Coleman III to pick it up and go. If not, Michigan gets that ball off the net if you don't pick it up. So nice job to pick it up. And he knew he was going to get hit, and he got tattooed over there on the sideboard, but he kept the ball, and that's good. You just want to get the ball back, right? And decent, get the 6-yard line, 7, whatever it is. Just get the ball back and then go from there.
So the Cats went the distance in one play in their opening drive. Tyler Kolka under center with 3 wide receivers over the middle. That one's caught, and it's good for a first down. B.K. Smith, his first catch, a pickup of 12 and a first down.
Nice little simple crossing route underneath, George. Everything clears out. Kolka had plenty of time to throw the ball. Delivers one on the dime again to B.K. Smith and a first down. Just keep Michigan on their heels. Keep them on their heels. Go down and score. Put the pressure back on them. Kolka knows what he's doing.
That's Honeycutt in motion. Kolka over the middle. That's caught by Honeycutt, and he is gone. 28 yards. Malik Honeycutt out of Murray State University. And Joe, did he ever turn on the burners?
Oh, did he not? It looked like he's being chased by Jeff Jarrett with a guitar. That guy got to the end zone very fast and got there. Look, clears it. That's the great thing about having Kolka. He recognizes the clear out. And you had Honeycutt right there wide open. Nobody around. Took it, got to the edge, and the score. Good job. That's what makes it fun, George. You just go, 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 go. All this scoring early.
Yeah, 20 points already, maybe 21 coming. Kaplan's extra point is right down the middle. 5 minutes into the first quarter, and let the fireworks begin. The Cats in Clarksville lead it by 7.
And kicking off for the Cats, 24, Kyle Kaplan.
Oh.
Ball goes out of bounds. Back reminder, if you get a football in the stand, please return it to the playing field. You're rewarded to the Germany's Cabin Tree flag box.
So after the touchback, Michigan will put it in play from their own 5-yard line. Their opening drive turned into a touchdown. That swing pass caught by Dan Williams, and once they spot him, he's very close to the first down, and Joe, from here, he's got it.
I thought he had him like a yard off of the first down, the line, and then he squirmed his way down the side. That's interesting. I wonder why the ref didn't call that. It looked like he was down.
So this one has had a ton of fireworks early.
It has.
And it puts Michigan behind a little bit of an 8-ball of feeling like they got to score every time they touch it. Henry, left sideline.
Ooh, that's a flag.
And here comes the flag.
Yeah. He was all over him like he's trying to go for the ball. He couldn't get it. He just draped over him and then pulled him out. It's a good call.
So Trey Meadows, the guilty party for the Cats out of Western Kentucky. Tom Ritter giving us the signal, and it's a 15-yard penalty.
Heck up.
And a first down to the Cats 24.
So Michigan's got a good quarterback in Malik Henry. He saw him in that first drive.
He'll throw again against pressure, and it was nearly picked. Meadows this time not as handsy in a good defensive play against Trevante Long.
Well, there was a nice hold by the Michigan right tackle that was not called, and he was pulled to the ground. He probably should have been pulled to the ground. The big man there of Roderick Perry, 6'2", 315, was coming after Henry again, and then no call. But hey,
this will be one of the real problems for Michigan. Can they protect Henry against a really good front three? He gets rid of this one quick, and Williams gets about 5, maybe 6 to the Cats 18.
Nice little deception play there. I didn't even see him open on the side over. It was kind of quiet to himself. Henry took the ball, snap, flipped it over there to him, and they got a few yards. Nashville, or the Cats, dodged a little bull on that one.
I think this is our first third down play. 3rd and 5. They have to get to the Cats 14. Henry right in front of us, right sideline. That's a first down and a good throw to Long. Amos Coleman, the nearest defender. You can move the chains.
Oh, that was a nice throw by Henry. Threw a little coverage over there. And Long was able to break free, hit the route to the sidelines, got the ball, secured it, and they got rammed into the sideboard. But look, his job was to catch that ball and get a first down. That's exactly what he did.
Henry started at Florida State, then went JUCO, then on his way to Nevada, and some of you will remember him from the show Last Chance U. That one, he threw maybe to Fort Campbell.
Yeah, right? Again, the Cats front three is getting great pressure up through the Michigan offensive line, and that was a nice job there. Henry's got to get, look, he's doing like a 3-step. 1, 2, 3, boom. He's got to get that ball out of there because he holds any longer, he's going to go down.
Price, Tucker, and Heil are the 3 offensive linemen that are dealing with this problem. Henry, a couple of minutes ago, beat the pressure by going quarterback draw, and it was like the Red Sea parted. On second down, he keeps backpedaling and throws that one into row 2 and a souvenir
right
at F&M.
Look, anytime you can get a quarterback backpedaling, throwing off his back foot, it's 95% of the time going to be a terrible pass. That's exactly what that was, terrible pass. Now, the Cats got to be careful. They brought the pressure last time versus Henry. And like you said, George, the Red Sea parted. He just took off and got into the end zone. So you got to have a spy on Henry right here.
He's going to have some good protection because he needs 10 on third down. Pretty good time to the corner and a little over the intended receiver Williams at the goal line.
Yeah, they're going to go for it here. You're going to miss the opportunity to get some points on the board.
This drive started for Michigan at their own 5. It was aided by a pretty obvious pass interference call. And now all of a sudden on 4th and 10, they've got a big problem.
Right, I'll give you 7. I might give you 8 yards. I'm not giving you 9. I'm certainly not going to give you 10. Bring the pressure. Keep a spy on Henry, though.
Henry scrambles, throws, great catch, and right to the goal line, but short is Long. Amos Coleman had coverage. That's a heck of a play right there.
Right, Henry had the pump, and he pumped again and threw it and got his guy in the corner over there for the first down. He had maybe a quarter of a second to get rid of that ball, and he did the right thing, got to his guy. Now they got first and goal at the 2.
So this is where you may actually see some running game. Big Joel Blankenship out of Southern Illinois is the fullback, but Henry decided to keep it himself and got absolutely clobbered.
Holy cow, who was that? Number 6 came up on that one. That was Derek Jones.
Y'all watch this. Bang.
My goodness.
That was ugly.
I was worried Jones might not get up because that was close to a helmet-to-helmet right there.
You think they throw that one out of the playbook?
Yeah. I've never been a big fan of design runs for quarterbacks because of that right there.
Now they probably have to throw from the 4. Henry over the middle, and that's a touchdown. And going over, and there's the signal for the touchdown. Trevante Long, and then he jumps over the whatever you call those things, and we're an extra point away from a tie.
So I've talked to some NFL receivers that you know, and they said, yeah, this game is fun. They won't play because of that right there. Right, that takes a special kind of something. He got slammed into the board, had maybe 2 steps to catch that ball, and got sent over the rail there, the sideboard. Heck of a drive by Michigan on that.
They had a big conversion on 4th and 10. Roden to tie it and missed it. That was a big doink shot. And so we go to a timeout. We are 12 minutes into the first quarter. A lot of points on the board. It's the Cats leading 14-13. Michigan will kick off trailing by 1. Amos Carter deep to receive for the Cats. Earlier he had to field one off the post, and that's a tricky deal. Look at the onside kick, and the Cats recover it at the Michigan 14.
I don't understand that call at all.
Derek Maxwell coming up with the onside kick. Joe, that kind of feels like early desperation.
Yeah, I don't. Look, I get Nashville's offense is doing pretty good, but you got a defense that can make a few stops. Now you put them at the 14-yard line going in. I mean, that doesn't help your defense at all.
Tyler Kolka and his offense, 2 possessions, 2 easy scores. Looking for the third. Over the middle and a little high and wide.
That's going to be a flag. Yep, there it is.
Got a defensive hold against Michigan. And that'll make it 1st and goal.
Yeah, well, look, already now you have 1st and goal after one play in there. And it was, I get it. Look, if you're going to get beat for a touchdown, don't get beat for a touchdown. Hold, do whatever you need to. Just don't get beat for a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened to Michigan right there.
So they will put the football inside the 10 at about the 7. By the way, if Tyler Kulka's brother, Joshua, is watching, congrats on a nice start to your year. Did a great job in Albany's opener. So you got a family affair. Joshua getting pointers from the older brother.
Nice.
The older brother in a trips left. And there was a bunch of movement, and this one is coming back.
Right. Well, I would tell you last year, the Cats, when they got inside the 7 or 6 yard line, George, had difficulty scoring. It's such a wide open offense they got, and obviously there's no room when you get closer to the goal line. So they had trouble last year. They ran the ball quite a bit. They did little quarterback keepers on the side, had the fullback go out, little trickeration they did last year. And so we'll see if they have the same problem this year or not.
Tierre Turner, the guilty party for Michigan. So instead of 1st and goal from the 7, it's 1st and goal from about the 3.5. Cats by 1 as we go under 2 minutes to play in the 1st quarter. The big fullback is Collier, and that's him, and he's a load. And he got in. Joe, he looked like the bowling ball hitting the pins.
Right. 6 foot, 250 out of Chattanooga. Austin Collier gets in the end zone. And look, the Michigan head coach did his team no favors. No favor by that onside kick. It got nowhere. It took him out of a challenge flag, George.
You know, Joe, going back to the play, and Sean Liotta challenging whether Collier got in or not. What he's basically saying by the onside kick is we got big problems defensively.
I think so, too. I just don't understand why. You're giving the guy – look, Nashville scores good, but give him 45 yards to score, not 12. I mean, I just don't understand that. I didn't see if he got in or not. Look, from our angle, it appeared like he got in. So you might just challenge that to take the momentum out for a little bit. Who knows?
So we got challenges all over the place. We now have balls and strikes in Major League Baseball, which the minor leagues were testing for about 3 years, and I think it's gone really well on the Major League front. Tom Ritter has to go, looks like, to the Kentucky State border.
I didn't see where he went to.
Well, look at the look over to your left.
Oh, holy cow.
So
if he's out there, might get us something to eat. He's that far out.
You know what?
With the balls and strikes thing, with the technology being so advanced, why not do that every play? Why do we have umpires?
Well,
right?
I mean, I would hope it never gets to that. That's just me.
Right.
You know, I grew up in the Billy Martin and Earl Weaver era, so I loved it. I'm really surprised he took the challenge because it's either second in an inch or touchdown.
Right.
And I really wonder what the point is on it.
And then you lose a challenge. If you don't get it, I mean, you lose that.
So when the guy in the orange hat is sitting there going, nice picture.
Yeah, I don't. Is it working? So he looks like he's saying right there to him.
So this has taken a little more time than I would have thought.
Right. And again, from the preview the replay I saw on the Jumbotron is that he got in no problem. But then again, I'm wrong about 80% of the time.
Whatever the case, Collier is a big fella.
He is. And that was a problem last year. They would do those sweeps, George, and then they would be stretched out, and they try to cut it back in. They couldn't get anywhere. So low man always wins on those things. And Collier, 6 foot 250, the former Chattanooga Moccasin, getting in for the score. They add that dynamic to the team this year. That could be really good for the Cats.
Okay, here comes Tom Ritter with the decision. And the decision is exactly what I thought. Collier got in, and with the extra point coming, the Cats lead by 7.
Wow. Cats make this extra point, get that deuce on the kickoff, they could be up by 10. That's a lot that's going to happen, but still. I don't understand the onside kick. I don't understand that.
I have no idea what the delay is, but the good news is the delay is almost over.
Right.
Kaplan's extra point is right down the middle. 1 minute to go in an exciting first quarter. We've had 34 points put on the board.
Wow.
The homestanding Cats have 21 of them. We're back in a moment.
And a special thank you to our partners at Coggin Warehousing for their support of Nashville Kats football once again this season. We appreciate your big commitment to our team and our community. Visit CogginWarehousing.com. Kicking off for your Cats.
So a little more than a minute to play in the first quarter. The Cats leading 21-13. They've had 3 possessions. They haven't come anywhere close to being stopped. Meanwhile, on the Michigan side, a tough, grinded out drive to get to their second touchdown. They converted on a 4th and 10. And, Joe, that was pretty big time.
That was a nice play by the QB, by everybody the blocking to get the job done. And then, you know, they get within a point, they missed the extra point, and then the onside kick, which gave the Cats ball at the 14-yard line. 3 plays later, they scored. They're up 21-13.
So Kaplan will kick to Vance Bennett.
Is it enough for a deuce? No.
Bennett, goal line. And his best return of the game is out to the 11.
Wow, he was almost tackled in the end zone by Steven Peterson. But arm tackles don't get the job done, and that's he's able to get past him.
And you're not allowed to take a knee.
You're not allowed to take it in. Nope.
So here comes Michigan for their, third possession of the game?
Yes.
Malik Henry has been under fire all night long. It's a battle between his front 3 and a very good Cats front 3.
Yeah, Artis, Thibodeau, and Perry are your linemen up front who's getting pressure all night long on the Michigan QB.
Henry threw it 48 times a week ago on his back foot, and the receiver fell down. Long, the intended receiver. Long was a Cat a year ago, and Joe, I know you remember it. He tore his ACL in the second game of the year, which is really unfortunate.
Yeah, it is. You know, and this carpet is not the easiest thing to play on, but they've made a lot of strides with it. It's a lot better than it was 25 years ago. But it's tough. He was a guy that's really loved by his teammates, and those kind of injuries are tough. And that's one, George.
15 minutes in the books here in Clarksville. The Cats lead Michigan 21-13 in front of an appreciative crowd at F&M Bank Arena. We'll be back with the second period of play coming up next. Quarter number 2 here in Clarksville. George Plaster, Joe Dubin with you from F&M Bank Arena. Joe, you and I have known each other, God, I don't know, 30 years. We've never worked a game until tonight.
Time, right? So it's a lot of fun tonight. We're excited about this. Cats up here in Clarksville, Tennessee. Nice crowd, fun time. Cats ahead 21-13, so it's good, man. This is a lot of fun.
Very lively crowd, excited about having their own football team here in the northwest part of Middle Tennessee. This is a screen to Williams. He finds running room, and he gets about 7 on the play before Ezra Thibodeau makes the tackle for the Cats.
Nice job by the Michigan offensive lineman who got out. One took out a DB at the wall over there. One took out a linebacker, and the other one planted another linebacker for the Cats in the backfield. So it's a nice play, nice execution. That's what we talk about. The opening wave, George, of the guy's got to make the stop. If he doesn't make the stop, they get 5, 10, 15, 20 yards after that.
So again, the Cats wanting to tee off with their pass rush, and Michigan's young offensive line stands up and delivers. What a catch right there by Long. A one-handed job that moves the chains to the 22.
Sometimes you get so focused on the guy in motion and other things, you kind of play off a little bit. Then all the quarterback's got to do is like, look, we get 5, get 7 yards right here. If I dump a little pass right there in the open, that's exactly what Henry did there.
Terrific play by Long to keep that drive alive. A minute into the second quarter, Cats lead by 8. Henry down the middle and caught. About a yard short of a first down is Long, and Meadows had the tackle. Now this is what a quarterback wants, Joe. Second and short, where he can throw, he can run, he can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, and that's why Henry's such a good quarterback, because he can scramble. He scrambled for the touchdown earlier. And so now you can maybe take a shot down the field and do that. You're exactly right. Quarterbacks love to be ahead of the chains.
I've been impressed with him so far. They need about a yard and a half. This time he has time, and a terrific catch at the 10-yard line, maybe just inside of it.
Whoa, that
Jairus
was nice.
Grissom showing us some big-time receiver skills, and it is either 1st and goal or 1st and 10 just outside the 10. You help me there. What do you think?
I think it's 1st and goal. I think, because I don't see the other guys are walking off with the markers. So 1st and goal for Michigan.
They get a little siesta down there.
Yeah, they do, right?
So this is where Michigan needs to convert.
Yes.
Henry with some time and threw that one a little far. But again, Joe, he's having to throw off his back foot.
And you love that. You love to make a quarterback throw off his back foot. That pass, again, sailed into the crowd like the one earlier in the first quarter when they made him throw off his back foot. They're getting really good pass rush off the edges from those guys up front. So Henry's having to kind of step up and get rid of the ball quick. He's out back there another for a half second. He's getting sacked. And you don't want to take a sack in an arena game.
No. So they go trips left, and Henry probably having to get rid of it in a big old hurry. Again, off his back foot, and that one bobbled partly because of some terrific defense by Derek Jones. A year ago, Derek Jones played for Albany, and he was their leading tackler, and that was textbook defensive back play.
Yeah, he just played the ball, doesn't touch the guy, make sure that the receiver doesn't get a good grip on it, and when he's trying to get it, just knock the ball out of his hands. Good job there by the Cats. Now we got 3rd down. Keep it going, Cats.
And I'm guessing that Michigan is probably saying, look, let's try to get half of it here and make it into a more reasonable down. Henry down the middle and incomplete. The receiver had the football to begin with, but Jairus Grissom could not hold on to it. There was a Cat defender who saw to it that happened.
Well, you can't bobble that close when you get down there because the guy's going to be on top of you immediately, and he came off the field like, that's my bet. I had it. Had he caught that, They hit the ball at the 1 yard line. Interesting choice now. Field goal time for Michigan.
Yeah, they went for it on 4th and 10 in the previous possession, but they'll call on Oscar Roden for a 27-yarder off the right hash. Crowd making a ton of noise, and the kick is blocked. It's picked up, and
there was
it's
a
down.
flag before the kick went off.
It might be delay of game, and that's exactly what it is.
Yep.
So now, Sean Leota has a decision. They couldn't protect well enough on a 27-yarder. Do you let him try from 32?
I keep going for it. I mean, you get a guy ISO'd 101, anything can happen. Cats are playing really good. Now you got to back it up, hope this guy can get a field goal in there.
So almost a 5-minute drive.
Wow.
Will culminate one way or the other with Oscar Roden from 32. Again, the crowd making a ton of noise. High snap, and this one is off to the left, and you can field it off that post, and returning it out to the 13-yard line, the Cats and Amos Coleman get the stop. So we'll go to the break. Under 10 minutes to play first half, the Cats lead it by 8. So the Cats offense has had the ball 3 times. They have scored 3 touchdowns, looking for their 4th, 37 yards from pay dirt. Tyler Kolka wide open, big tight end.
What a guy!
And look at the rumble.
Oh, man.
Peyton Muljo. They got him out of the backfield.
Oh.
And there was nobody from here to Atlanta to touching him.
That wasn't a stiff arm. That was a steamroller. My goodness. I think he put that guy in the earth. Holy cow.
Oh, you know, that is an offensive lineman's dream.
We're all looking down the field. I look back and I see this guy looks like he's about 9 feet tall going right down the field. Put him at tight end.
Holy cow. Kaplan's extra point is good. You know, that'll be a play that young man will remember forever. Peyton Muljo, who caught a touchdown a year ago, as you remember, in the title game, caught another one and absolutely plowed over somebody.
Folks, if Herman Munster ran a 40 in 4.5, that was that. I mean, he was down the field, Georgia, in no time. Planted that guy on his butt, got down to the end zone and scored. That was amazing. What a play call.
So you know that over the next few days at some watering hole, man, are they going to be talking about that.
Oh, my gosh. And the Cats bench is going crazy. Kalka's loving it over there. Holy cow.
You know, I wonder what the deciding factor is on when you bring that out of mothballs.
Do you have to declare? I don't know. Do you have to declare that he's eligible? I mean, that's a play Dan Campbell, the Lions, would love.
Oh, absolutely.
Don't check in with the ref. Just run down the field. Are you eligible? Hell, I don't know.
Where's Taylor Decker when you need him?
Oh, my goodness.
The Cats are up 15 at 28-13. Vance Bennett deep to receive for Michigan. Let's just put it out there. This is a drive they have to score.
Oh, yeah.
Because defensively they have shown virtually no ability to slow down this high-octane offense. They got to first and goal at the 10 a few minutes ago, had to settle for a field goal attempt of 32 yards. It got blocked, and then it was Muljo mulching over some poor soul.
Uh-oh, we might have a deuce.
Bennett fields it cleanly off the net and gets pretty good yardage out to the 9. Joe, that thing off the net, he made that look easy.
Well, I mean, you got to get it. Otherwise, you don't. The other team gets it. So it's a priority in arena ball to get that ball to the end, take off, run up the field. B.K. Smith made a heck of a tackle to make sure he didn't get past him into the end zone. Right now, the Cats have all the momentum in their way. And again, we talked earlier, George, the job of your team when an opposing team comes in here, especially after losing a tough one last week on the road, you make them not want to be here. And the Cats right now are doing a great job of making sure Michigan does not want to be here.
Yeah, because down 15 on the road, they know the Cats' front three can tee off. Henry, with no time, rolls and fires, and he's got a man open. Inside the 15 goes Grissom, who beat his man in one-on-one coverage for a sizable pickup of, watch the math, 26 yards.
Georgie, good job on that. That's what that.
I had to stall a little bit on that.
Private school education came through on that. That's great. But here's the deal. That's why I say go for it all the time, because, look, he was in desperation, flung the ball down the field, had a guy open, big game.
Trips left, and somebody moved early, and it's on Michigan. And, Joe, I can't say I blame him.
Yeah, right? What they're going to have to do, they're going to have to, Michigan linemen, take a step out, the tackles, take a step out, force everything into the inside, and then let Henry get on the outside and make things happen. Because right now they're coming on the outside. He's got nowhere to go. He's got nowhere to go with the pressure that the Cats are applying up the middle on him.
What Henry is showing is the ability to buy a little extra time, and that's a talent that he may have to use a lot tonight.
Yep.
Midway through the second quarter, Cats with a 15-point lead. Henry to throw. Left sideline intercepted. Good play defensively by Amos Coleman, and the turnover gives the Cats field position as we go to the break. 7:18 to play in the half. Cats 28, Michigan 13. yard pickup on first down. So 28-13, the Cats, 6.5 to play in the first half here in Clarksville. This is the Cats' 5th possession. The first 4 have hit pay dirt. Tyler Kolka down the middle. That one's tipped. Oh, that's a smart play. Hey, Kolka's no dummy.
He's good. He's good. And look, here's the deal. They tell you all the time, if you can't get a pass rush, put your hands up. Put that big paw up in the air and see what you can do. That's exactly what happened that time. Kolka realized that. He's like, you're not going to get it, and smack the ball on the ground.
Looked like Christopher Fitzgerald, big kid in the middle, and I mean big.
Right.
Put up a paw, and Tyler Kolka saved what could have been an INT.
That's right. I think they might go back to the same play. Kolka likes that same formation again.
Kolka?
Sure is.
Right sideline caught inside the 10. Look at that. Terrific move on the catch by Jordan Gandy, and it's 1st and goal inside the 5.
Yeah, it looks like they went back to the same play before. The ball was tipped. Kolka liked what he saw over there. Look, they're playing off of Gandy on that top side back there on the strong side. So Kolka's like, all right, you're going to do that? I'm going to make you pay. And he makes it pay. It's just precise, George, watching Kolka drop back, get in rhythm, and release that ball. It's almost perfect.
They're close to 5 out of 5. They're 5 yards away from that. And they run to the right, and getting inside the 5 is B.K. Smith to about the 3. They kind of showed a little different wrinkle there.
Well, I don't like that because look how much room you have on that side as opposed to the other side. You're on the short side of the field, so when you make the cut up, you got nowhere to go. You go to the other side, on the weak side, you got that whole part of the field open for you right there. I'd run that same play back to the other side.
Play clock is inside of 10. A lot of people moved, but the center didn't.
Crazy, huh?
Yeah. You'd love to be able to hear the conversation that goes on. He did it. No, he did it.
Right? I want one team to say, you know what, we did it. It's our bad. Blame us for that. Looks like it's going to be on the Cats moving back. And that's fine, because I'm telling you, Kolka operates better outside the 10-yard line and back. He likes those routes to develop, finds a one-on-one matchup, delivers the ball in stride.
And here's the thing in arena football, you all can see it as you watch the TV screen. It's very condensed when you get inside the 10.
Oh, yeah.
And look at the end zone corners. It's not like, let's say, NFL or college football. It's kind of rounded off.
Yes. Yep. So you're losing more yards in the end zone.
It's not easy. 2nd and goal from the 8. Kolka with time. That's a touchdown. Honeycutt got himself a step ahead of the defender Finley, and the Cats, for the 5th time tonight, are in the end zone.
I mean, he probably had 4 steps left or hit the wall. Kolka delivered that pass to him. He knew what was coming. Good catch, hit the wall, touchdown, Cats. It's such a pleasure watching Kolka, and I'm telling you what he looks like. It's like watching Drew Brees run that West Coast offense. It's almost precise. He knows where everybody's going. He knows what you're doing, and he gets the ball into the end zone. Touchdown for the Cats. Nice job.
We'll pick up on that in just a second. It's a really good point you're bringing up as Kaplan tries to make it a 22-point lead, and he does. So Tyler Kolka, Joe, as you know, from about, a third of the way through the season last year, he appears.
Yep.
And it was like magic. He was the missing piece.
He was.
To that team.
Well, he was. The first game we saw him last year, on the early drives, he took a shot, George. I mean, he took a shot. We're like, oh, no. He went out, I think, for a play, came back in, and was like, oh, my goodness, you knew then that you had yourself a warrior. But, look, a good quarterback. They always talk about Peyton Manning knew where everybody was supposed to be, especially his own players and the defense. Kolka's kind of the same way. He knows where everybody, and you can see Tonight, has he had a missed pass tonight? He had the tipped one, the line of scrimmage.
That's it.
But I think that's it. He's precise. He knows where to go, knows where to deliver the ball, and waits to the last second to get the ball out. And kudos to the offensive line who've kept him up tonight to get the ball out and find these guys. And that's why the Cats are leading right now 35-13.
The thing that's most impressive about him, there's a competitive fire to him, but there's also a real level of humble.
Yeah. Yeah, did you guys talk to him on your show?
We did.
Yeah, so did we. He's great. He's so excited. Look, and guys feed off of that, and he feeds guys the energy and enthusiasm. So you got a guy like that on your team who's your captain and going well, getting things done. It's not hard to rally behind your quarterback in Tyler Kolka.
Bennett back deep to receive. Honk if you've heard that before. This will be his 6th try at a kickoff, which means the Cats are 5 of 5 on the offensive end. This one hits the net. Look at that crazy angle, and Bennett came up with it. Now, Joe, you could not go down there and throw it better to cause trouble.
No, not at all. At the bottom of the post, hits one Michigan player, the other one gets like bumper pull down there, and then they land on it and they hit the ball at the 3-yard line. So good for the
in theory, what you're trying to do here, if you're Michigan, is take as much of the final 3:26 in the half. You've shown absolutely no ability to stop the Cats.
Right.
And so what you want to do is score with about 4 seconds left.
That'd be great. Plus, remember, they do get the ball coming out at the second half.
Henry out of his end zone, swings it out to Williams. He makes a good move and gets good first down yardage all the way out to the 10.
Yeah, that'll keep going for them. Nice job. Cats right now, look, keep the big play in front of you. Don't give anything up big. Let the big boys up front do their job. I'd give up 5, 7, 8 yards. That's fine. I just don't know why Michigan's not taking the big strike down the field more. We've had guys open.
Henry again, and a good catch on a bullet to midfield, and making the catches Grissom for the first down.
I do like the pursuit, George, of the Cats secondary. I mean, that was not even his guy. He came way over across the field and made the tackle.
Joe, Henry knows he's got limited time, but when he gets just a little bit of time, he's got a gun for an arm.
Oh, absolutely he does.
We approach 2 minutes left. Marker down. This one's going to come back
Looks like
in some form or fashion.
Cats jumped, I think. It's like our big man Roderick Perry jumped. That's what it looked like from up here.
Tom Ritter saying it's on Michigan.
Oh my goodness. I think Perry got across the line and forced the right tackle to move. But Tom Ritter knows more about plays in football and refereeing and guys jumping off sides than I ever will.
Joe, it kind of changes maybe the complexion of your play calls. 1st and 15, a little different than 1st and 10, especially with the kind of rush the Cats can give you. Henry down the middle. It's caught by Long. He made a good move and got about 13 of it before Meadows brought him down.
Yeah, and that play, the under route's been there all game long. I don't know why Michigan has not gone back to that instead of throwing to the sideline. That was a great route underneath, picked up 7 yards. I'd go back to it again. Cats are playing a little bit back, almost like in a prevent, but now that they're inside the 20, I would not do that. I'd get out of that prevent and just keep things in front of you.
Michigan, the question is, will they run a play? And I'm surprised by that as Henry throws it up for grabs. Williams made an acrobatic catch, and he fights all the way just outside the 10. So 54 seconds to play. we have the 1 minute warning. Michigan is on the move. They need a touchdown badly. They're down 22. Final minute of the first half and a touchdown drive that Michigan absolutely has to have. Malik Henry sideline caught inside the 2, and Long got absolutely run into those boards at the 1.
Wow. And again, that's the whole thing. Catching the ball is tough enough, but then you're getting tattooed into the boards.
And all of that for naught.
Oh, no.
So wipe away a 9-yard gain and make it 1st and goal from the 15.
Wow. I didn't see the penalty. What was it?
I didn't either.
Procedure? Oh, man, that's a tough one.
So similar to the earlier drive, 1st and 15, 1st and goal from the 15. Henry would love to pick up a chunk of it here, has trouble with the snap, and simply throws it into row 7.
I mean, the rush of the Cats front 3 has just been amazing.
Yeah, they have absolutely teed off.
Right.
Henry did the only thing he could, and he chucked it.
Right. Why? At 55, Torrance Williams, it was on the rush, and he's also playing offensive line. So it's like he's doing double duty tonight. Williams got back there after me, had nowhere to go.
Henry again has time.
Oh,
that's a shame. That one was nearly 6 to Grissom. Amos Coleman appeared to bat it out at the very last moment.
How did he fit that ball between the 2 defenders? Oh, he should have had that for a touchdown, George. That was an easy 6.
Looked like a Cats defender, Joe, may have gotten in the way as he's about to pull it in. Now Michigan is in a heap of trouble. 3rd and goal from the 15. Henry in trouble. Nice utilization of the shuffle, and Williams broke wide open. That is well done.
I got to see if he crossed the 15, George. Because he did a little Utah shovel pass a la Whit Taylor on that, right?
Nice.
Right?
Yeah.
I'd like to see it because that was really close. Because I think that was a design run, and then he saw a guy that was open and got it. My goodness.
47-yard drive, and Michigan converts on a 3rd and goal from the 15. Roden's extra point is down the middle, and now Sean Leota begging his defense, Joe, in the final 31 seconds to get him a stop.
Yes. Yep. And if he could do that, they get the ball coming out in the second half. This is the beauty about arena football, George. You know this. Look, Cats are up by 15. They get the ball here. If they don't score, well, then Michigan go down and score before the half is out or something. Stop them, come out in the second half and get it done. They're going down by a score again. I mean, it flips that quickly right there. But if I'm the Cats, you know exactly what I'm doing with Tyler Kolka here. I'm going for it all the way.
And they have the benefit of all 3 of their timeouts. So when we resume play with 31 seconds left, the Cats lead 35-20. It's a crowd of, I'm guessing, 3,000, maybe 3,500. And the group below us has been really lively. They have enjoyed this opening game of the season for the Cats.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you know, of course, winning in the atmosphere in the opening game here in Clarksville, the new season starting at F&M Bank Arena. It's got that brand new car smell to it up here. It's so nice. And the crowd turnout tonight. A lot of people in Clarksville excited for this. We got a girls flag football game at halftime. They're ready to hit the field. So it's a fun night. Fun Friday night in Clarksville, George.
And former Titans coach Jeff Fisher will join you at halftime.
I think he's going to join George Plaster. Nobody wants to hang out with me.
Really? Wow.
I mean, you're George Plaster.
Wow. Call someone who cares. Amos Williams, goal line, big hole. The marker comes down. You can bring this one back. So a good return will be nullified, and the Cats will have poor field position, but they'll have 22 seconds and all 3 of their timeouts to try to make something happen.
Yep. So they'll have, yeah, like you talked about, bad field position, but look, this is where Tyler Kolka thrives. He'll find the matchups that he likes, get those 101s, and boom, and Michigan knows too. They're like, oh my goodness. They know what's going to happen here. I saw Kolka do that last year, George. I mean, he's doing the same thing tonight they did the second part of last year. Running this offense really well, down the field, make things happen, good decisions with the football, and into the end zone.
Now, the 3 timeouts give them a real shot here to make something happen. The other thing, Tyler's offensive line has kept him totally clean. This one's tipped, intercepted, touchdown Kentucky, touchdown Michigan. I brought a Kentucky into that.
Well, he almost went to Kentucky.
Christopher Fitzgerald ran that baby in off the deflection. That's the second one of those tonight that Tyler has had. Fitzgerald is a big old boy. He's over 300 pounds. He basically could walk in.
Right. Well, we're about 2 miles from the Kentucky border, so you're pretty good right there. Listen, I don't understand plays like this, right? You're going side to side. You got 22 seconds. What were you hoping to gain off that? Because they're already on that side of the field. You maybe got 5 yards. I just take the shot down the field to open up a little bit. And now you look at it. I mean, you could be within, if they get a deuce on the kickoff, they're down 6.
Roden to try to get it within 8. That one is blocked. It's still loose. and it's 35-26 Cats. But for Michigan, or as I tried to call them, Kentucky
That's okay,
earlier,
buddy.
for Michigan, recipe for them to pull enough. They have to get some cheap points.
Right. You know, what did Bill Parcells famously say? Look, if your team's better than mine, if you let me hang around to the fourth quarter, I'm going to win. I'm going to win. Don't let these guys hang around. So I'm Coach Arbet for the Cats. I'm not happy right now. Now they're back in the game. They got life heading into halftime. They get the ball coming out at halftime. So you got 16 seconds. You'll lose a few seconds off the kickoff here. But when you get it, take the shot down the field. I am stunned that the Cats did not do that.
So when they get the ball back, probably with 12, 13 seconds, do they sit on it or try to go?
You have two shots. You have two shots, get the ball down the field. That's what I would do. It happens all across the league this way. I think if you had about 8 seconds, you could get 2 plays in.
Amos Coleman in the back of the end zone.
Boy, that momentum switched, didn't it, George?
Man.
You feel it in the crowd and everything.
This kick was belted off the net.
Did it?
And a good return, and an even better return, all the way down inside the Michigan 15. Woo! They've got 3 seconds left after that long return. Do they kick the field goal or do they go for it?
Oh, man, I'd go for it. I'm not a fan of kickers, you know that. That's why I like arena ball. No punters, which makes this game so much fun. Ah, man, looks like they're going to go for it. Again, I mean, do not go side to side.
By the way, he had a hole you could have run through.
Right? I don't know about that.
It was impressive. So now the offensive brain trust talking about it. They're 11 yards away. They add a second onto the clock to go to 4 seconds. So talk about it, Joe. What do you do?
Well, I think what I saw last year, what Colca did so well, George, is this. You got one shot, right? So remember, they had a touchdown on the right side of the end zone over there. Get your one-on-one matchup, find out where it is. And look, if I'm Michigan, I come after Colca. I come after him, immediately force him to throw that ball away as quick as you can. But Colca does a heck of a job of finding the good one-on-one matchups. I tell you, he's an arena ball Drew Brees. He knows where to put the ball and where to go. And that's what we saw last year from him in the first half tonight, too, as well. He's finding the one-on-one guys to get the ball to him and deliver. That's why they've scored 5 touchdowns here in the first half. So if you give him the ball with 1 play left, you can make something happen. But you got to forget how Michigan scored that interception at the other end, which is a play, George, I still don't know why they were running that to the sideline. But look, that's done and over with now. Now put the points on the board. This will be huge. Things score before halftime.
So the Cats are going for it, and you're going to back up those defensive backs right to the goal line. You see from this wide shot how Michigan is aligned defensively. They are able to use one of their timeouts here to go over and say, okay, here's what we saw, now what?
Exactly that, and you had, it looked like that it was Smith was the guy going to go in motion, and so he hits there. What you want to do is probably use up most of the field, the open field, have Gandy kind of run a little under screen for you, and you clear it out, go out, and come back into the post. There's a lot of things that Colca could do here. I wonder if Nashville tipped their hat with the formation, because Michigan's able to see that, what you're lined up in, so who knows. But you can feel like, oh no, that interception for a touchdown is like, oh, the crowd's like, oh no.
So Nashville, the Cats made no effort to think about field goal.
No.
Michigan's got to be sitting there saying, look, we can't let them score here.
No, here we go.
Colca with plenty of time. Left corner, good defensive play to end the half.
Nice play.
That was well done by Bo Bell to end the first half. The Cats come away scoreless, and Michigan has got to be sitting there feeling pretty good to only be down 9.
Absolutely. George, I hear you got a special halftime guest.
Sounds good to me. Titans coach Jeff Fisher will join us shortly. The Cats at home lead it by 9. We are back here in Clarksville, Tennessee, F&M Bank Arena, where at halftime the Cats lead the Michigan Arsenal 35-26. Very interesting ending to the first half. The Cats, by way of a great kickoff return, get it to the 11. With 4 seconds left, they make the decision to go for it. It doesn't happen, and it's a 9-point lead. Here at our broadcast site, we're joined by Commissioner of the Arena 1 Football League and former Tennessee Titans coach, Jeff Fisher. Jeff, I'm George Plaster. Nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure, George. I have this feeling we've met before.
I think we have.
Have we? It's
Somewhere.
great to see you. Thanks for doing
Same
this,
here.
man. This is great. You know, it really is good. And you know, what's crazy thing is, to your point, 4 seconds left. Take a shot at the end zone, but look at the distance between those uprights. That's a hard kick, especially back on where they were. But anyway,
Al Del Greco would not approve.
Oh, he would not. No, but I mean, I think we were inside of a minute left in the half, and we scored 13. There's 13 points scored inside of a minute. I've seen close to 20 inside of a minute. At the end of the half or end of the game. That's what makes this game so exciting.
So I know since the end of last season that you have been working your fanny off on a variety of fronts. Kind of take people through some of the things you've been working on.
The league has a philosophy, and it's not in season and off season. It's a between season, and so you got to constantly just evaluate and try to improve, and then. And we're talking about growth, so we got a good group at the management level, and we brought in basically 4 new teams, and unfortunately we lost a couple, but we knew that they weren't going to survive our league, and so constantly we're in communication with potential new ownership groups, and we got a lot of good stuff going on for 27, but we're just we we kind of polished up the rule book. I think we have an outstanding supervisor of officials in Jason Campagna, and I think there's a reflection of that in his leadership and the way this first half was officiated. And so we're just constantly trying to improve. The digital format of AF1 needs to improve, and we saw significant improvement off the numbers last week from the previous year. So with the help of Jeff Jarrett and everything, his experience, he's really helping the league as well as the Cats franchise. So we're excited about it. We got a couple. We got a couple teams that are going to go through the bye weekend this weekend, and then we'll get back to the Vice game of the week and next weekend, and we'll be rolling. So I'm happy with what's taking place here tonight. We got a good group of fans, and you saw what happened here in Clarksville the last 2 games of the final season last year. Here, final regular season game, and then right the week following we had a playoff game, and these people came out to see this. They love indoor football.
So you recruited Jeff Jarrett to basically help run this franchise. How hard was that?
Gosh, it was interesting. We were talking about a separate type of endeavor, in a meeting for about 2 hours, and it was kind of podcast related and officiating related and things like that. And then at the end of the conversation, he says, "Tell me about this arena football stuff." And so
Really?
we started talking, and that's when it started. So what a class gentleman, and so talented, and he's got such a great understanding with just the decades of experience for in promoting wrestling, and so he knows everything about every aspect of promoting a sport and a league, and he's basically taking this bull by the horn, and he's done a great job. So we're excited. This is it's unusual that you're going to see these games on a Friday night at 7 o'clock. And that was just a scheduling issue here. But the remaining games are going to be at 4 on Saturdays, and we'll have a lot more people out. But we're not by no means disappointed. The people here right now are fixated on this girls' flag football game we got going on at halftime in front of us. It's really, really a cool deal, and that's what part of what we're doing is just involving the community, and that's what this league and indoor football is about. It's the relationship between the fans and the players and the organizations and the communities, and so this is a great example.
Jeff, earlier this week, I guess it's fair to say we both lost a terrific friend in Dave McGinnis. I've said this a bunch. I don't know that I've been around a human being who did a better job of making everybody around him feel special the way Dave McGinnis did.
I appreciate you bringing it up, George. Yeah, the football world lost a dear friend at any level. Mac was at 2 or 3 of the games that were played in Municipal, and he came up last year, and he just loves this game and at any level. And I've talked to so many people over the last couple of weeks that have been, specifically the last couple of days, have been reflecting back on his life, and he's one of those guys that you meet over the course of a lifetime, and immediately after meeting him, you feel like you've known him all your life. That he had that personality, and what he did for the 2-3 different franchises over the years was spectacular, and the relationships and friendships and family. He was like a brother to me, and I appreciate the opportunity to bring up. We're definitely going to. This thing's not going to just blow over now. We're gonna honor him and continue to honor him over the years, because he's all about what this sport of football is all about.
Yeah, when you use the term, I guess it's the NFL Network that coined a football life. Well, Dave McGinnis, that's a football life.
Well said. It's one of the things that people forget. Those that were close to him, they know what his career looked like, and all the different stops. But one of the more difficult things Coach Mack had to go through in his lifetime was losing one of his key players, Pat Tillman, the Arizona Cardinals. And I say that in that I mean, the fan base, the listeners probably don't really remember what happened there, but you know, Pat was a key player on Mac's team out in Arizona, and immediately after 9/11, you know, he took a look in the rearview mirror at his career in the NFL, and he enlisted, and he went over, and he was going to make a difference. Unfortunately, we lost him during that endeavor, but you know, that's one of those things that Mac took to bed with him every night. He loved that man. He loved his country, and he loved his sport.
You know, we owe you a debt of gratitude, people in Nashville and Middle Tennessee, in the football community, for bringing Dave McGinnis to the Titans, because we all got to experience what those people in Arizona bragged about and marveled about. And so thank you for doing that.
Well, I mean, that was a no-brainer, man. You know, from the day I met him, I knew he was going to fit, and he was going to be, you know, a big part of an organization. No job in the organization was less important or more important than anybody else's, and Mac lived his life that way.
I believe it. Thank you for coming on here.
Thank you for doing this, George. Appreciate it. It's good to see you again, or nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Okay.
To say that we have known each other for a while,
yes,
about
it's an
30,
understatement.
About 30 years worth.
You're the best. Thank you.
That's Commissioner Jeff Fisher. I know him as former Titans coach Jeff Fisher. Will return to start the second half shortly with the Cats on top by 9. We're back here in Clarksville a couple of minutes before the start of the third quarter. It's a 35-26 Cats lead. But Joe Dubin, I gotta feel like Michigan went into the locker room going, "Dadgum, we got a chance."
Well, you know, you made the call when the ball was tipped and they intercepted it and ran to the end zone. We're like, oh no.
I sent him to Kentucky.
He sent him to Kentucky. He could have ran to Kentucky untouched to get up there and score. Look, that's the beauty of arena football. You're never out of the game. You're never. So I was walking around the concourse. It's packed here in Clarksville, talking to people, old Cats jerseys, new Cats jerseys. They're just excited that the Cats football is back tonight and having a good time. And so we'll be in for a great second half.
What you all are seeing on that side is a much smaller crowd than what we're seeing on our end.
Packed.
That has been completely packed.
Yep.
Impressive turnout.
It really is. You know, they played 2 games up here last year at F&M Bank Arena, and now they're doing the whole season up here. So it's the community's fired up. Fort Campbell, the Post is 8 minutes from where we are right now. So a lot of military here tonight. So a lot of fun all the way around for everybody that's come out tonight.
Joe, while you were gone with Jeff Fisher, obviously we talked about Dave McGinnis. And I asked Jeff off the air, I said, look, I know how popular he was in 3 different franchises. I said, since his passing, how many phone calls or texts do you think you've gotten out of the football world? And you know what he told me? Hundreds.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
What an impact that great man had.
Well, he did. And I talked to Chris Sanders today, former Titans receiver. I'm like, unfortunately, coaches pass away, here and there. But this is different.
Oh, it
right?
is.
It just felt different, like you're losing a friend.
Yes.
And I would remember taking George when I worked in television. We had interns go out the Titans training camp. I'd introduce them to Coach Mack. And next thing I know, he's doing an interview with them. I mean, it was just, he embraced everybody that loved football, and he wanted people to know how great football is, how much fun it was. And that's just, saying it's a huge loss is almost an understatement.
Joe, throughout the week, I brought up 2 people in sports in Nashville who have had the same kind of impact. Terry Crisp, Dave McGinnis.
Yeah.
We all talk about the concept of making everybody that we come in contact with feel better. The truth of it is none of us do it. We try, we fail, but those are 2 people, the late Dave McGinnis and Terry Crisp from the Predators, who have made it an art form.
Well, they're good people, right? At the core, they're good people, and people gravitate towards that. And look, Dave McGinnis would treat you, whether you're Mike Ditka, Jeff Fisher, George Plaster, or Joe Dubin, like you were the single greatest person at that moment on the planet. And that a lot of people can't do that, George. You know this. And then so it's really a tough week for all of us that knew Coach McGinnis, and especially for his family.
I said with Coach Fisher, the NFL Network does this thing called a football life. It's time to do one on Dave McGinnis because nobody would be more deserving of that honor. So as we start the second half with the Cats up by 9, Kaplan will kick off for the Cats, and Vance Bennett is deep to receive. Remember, when that football hits off that crazy net, God help you, because
right.
You don't know where it's going. Bennett in the back of the end zone. And he gets a nice return, but a lot of it is going to come back because there's a holding call against Michigan. So the last thing they needed was bad field position, and that's exactly what they're getting.
Yeah, Cats aren't complaining, though. They like that. And it's funny, the kickoffs across all levels of football are the same. You want a guy to go down there and set the tone, kind of force the guy to go one way or the other and get the cavalry back with that. Cats had somebody that got almost to the end zone by the time he turned around and took off and missed the tackle. But that's what you want, guys like that who contribute on all facets of the game, especially in arena football.
Malik Henry, when he had time, was pretty darn good. He's got a strong arm. He's got 3 wide receivers to the right, and he swings it out very quickly to his tailback, in this case, the tail of the 3, and Grissom gets about 6 before Derek Jones brings him down at the 10.
Yeah, Trevante Long was kind of the guy clearing things out right there. Missed a block on his receiver. Had he made that block, that might have been a nice, huge gain for Michigan.
2nd and 4, similar play. Williams, not nearly the yardage. May have gotten a yard and a half to set up 3rd and short.
Again, I on any level of football, I'm not a fan of the east to west. I want down the field. That play accomplished almost nothing for Michigan. And as good as a quarterback George's Henry is, force that ball down the field. Get positive yards that way instead side to side.
Now, in NFL or college football, you might have a run. Don't bet on it here.
No.
3rd and short. Henry throws. Oh, my goodness. The receiver, they're saying, held on to the football, Grissom got absolutely leveled.
Oh, man.
And as you can see, he's still down.
He got put up high catching that ball because Henry threw the ball pretty high in the air. And then the defender was no malice intended, just the only play he had was to bring him down that way. And so Grissom came down hard. I'm not sure he knows where he is, George.
No, look, the fact that he is even up is probably a miracle. He got blown up. And even the defenders are saying, "You okay?"
Yeah, right?
So Jairus Grissom from Eastern Michigan. He's from Detroit. Hey, by the way, I got one for you.
Sure.
When Michigan goes home to Saginaw, Michigan, a week from now, they will play on a black turf.
Really?
Yeah. Now think about it. Eastern Michigan has sort of that silver turf.
Right.
So I guess that's a big deal up there.
I've never seen like the college, like Eastern Michigan College plays on a black turf?
Eastern Michigan University is on a silver turf.
Okay, all right.
The Michigan will play on a black turf.
Not a fan of that. Just keep it regular, right? Just keep it the green that we're used to.
Now, the delay, as you can see, Tom Ritter and his crew are going to the to the
replay hall?
To the replay center. Oh, I had something that I was going to use. It's probably good I didn't. I don't think he made the catch. What about you?
I couldn't tell. I was worried when he came down so hard, his body turned over, and I thought he had the ball. But all the Cats defenders were like, he didn't catch the ball. He didn't catch the ball. If he didn't catch the ball, it's 4th down for Michigan. Remember that was a 3rd down play right there. So,
if the play stands, it's a first down at
correct.
the 21. So we're about a minute and a half into the second half. George Plasker, Joe Dubin with you from F&M Bank Arena. This is also the home of Austin Peay in basketball under Coach Corey Gibson. This facility, the Nashville Predators of the NHL helped build this, and it's a beautiful arena, and it's the perfect size for this city.
Oh, no doubt. And there's a hockey rink right over there on the other side of the Hunt Brothers Pizza.
Fordyce Center.
Yep, so they've done a great job. This is perfect. This is what a lot of cities like Clarksville, should have, a nice little small arena. Gets about 6,000-7,000 here for concerts. It's perfect.
Yeah, they were telling me earlier today they've had ZZ Top here. They had Styx here. So they're getting some good stuff here. This arena is what, 3 years old, 4 years old?
Yeah. Well, they had Leanne Morgan had a concert here. Jeff Dunham had a comedy concert here. So
Joe Dubin has been here.
Sold out 4 nights in a row. 4 nights in a row he sold out. Now, he only sold 8 tickets, but that's okay.
So, folks, what you just heard is a lot of filler BS.
Right.
And now we're about to
here we go.
Get Tom Ritter with the decision. They're asking Neil Diamond to cool it with Sweet Caroline.
Oh, no. It's good.
Okay, the catch is good, even though Neil Diamond kept singing.
Tom Ritter's like, yeah, we're not going to put up with this. We're just going to go.
Watch the crowd here as they get to the Sweet Caroline part of this.
They might cut it off because Michigan's out to the yeah.
Love it.
Got it in just in time.
Yeah, they're having fun on a Friday night. Malik has that one intercepted for the second time tonight. He gets picked. Derek Maxwell Jr. on a throw that Malik just should not have made.
How did he throw that ball, George?
Off his back foot.
Right. Great job by the Cats to get the rusher. Now it's flipped back. Now it's flipped back. The momentum's flipped back now. You have a chance to get a 2-score lead Oh, actually, more than that. If you could get down and convert, get the 2-point conversion, you could have much more right there. But you got the momentum back on your side now. Let Kalka go to work.
By the way, you set him up, I'll knock him down. That was very impressive.
Here we go. Challenge flag from Michigan.
Yeah, no, so in fairness, we're not able to know what it is they saw. This is a big play for Michigan because if they were to win the challenge, and I don't really know how you win the challenge because the officials have already made the decision. So are you going back in to look again?
Michigan's decided to challenge upon the field.
So we're going to go back in again to see if we screwed it up the first time. You and I had great fill during that first one.
Look, you got technology, use it. You got time to go and check plays with everything that's going on now. I got no problem with that. You know, one of the biggest discussions is about, with what would have been like if this technology was around in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. What was the game, the perfect game? Jim Joyce.
Galarraga and Jim Joyce.
Yeah.
Here's another one. The St. Louis Cardinals would have been your world champions in '85 instead of Kansas City. Don Dinkinger.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go with the call.
Poor Tom is frustrated.
Because we're going to do one more sing-along. If you're going to be song, sing it with me.
Okay, Cats football. Now think about that. If they go in and challenge, as they just did, that would have to be the official saying, we screwed up the first review, and y'all were right.
Yeah, right?
Crazy. So the Cats have it. Near midfield, leading by 9. Kalka with time, still with time, and a strike inside the 10 to about the 3.
Oh, man, what a pass. Kalka dropped back, even shoved the lineman out of the way to get more time to throw the ball down the field. Delivers on time. Bingo, touchdown, Cats.
So they do rule it a touchdown. My mistake. It looked like he went out of bounds.
Yeah, it did, didn't it, from our angle up here?
So 27 yards to BK Smith. And Kaplan will try to complete the scoring process, extra point. Backup quarterback is the holder, and the kick is perfect. And we've got a timeout. 2.5 minutes into the third quarter. Your new score, Cats 42, Michigan 26. Will return to F&M Bank Arena in Clarksville. Do not touch that dial. The Cats have extended their lead to 42-26. We're about 2.5 minutes into the third quarter. A crowd that has really enjoyed themselves tonight watching here at F&M Bank Arena.
The longest line of the night, still the merchandise line to get in and get a lot of the Cats merchandise tonight. A lot of people are wearing that blue here at F&M Bank Arena.
Looked like Wrestling Hall of Famer Jeff Jarrett, the new controlling owner, signed a lot of autographs tonight.
Oh, yeah.
As people were walking in.
I was wanting to come out and beat you over the head with a guitar, but he wouldn't do it. Maybe next time.
I think he thought about it.
Oh, yes, that's great.
Vance Bennett deep yet again. And this is one of those crazy hops, and Long is in deep trouble. They'll spot the football, I think, at the 1.
Yeah.
It won't be a safety, but it'll be about as poor a field position as you can possibly get. That net is a nightmare.
Well, not only that, but you hit the metal part at the bottom there, and it bounces straight up and over the receiver's head. So you start the 1 yard line. But again, an arena ball, it's not bad for Michigan. You just drop back, fling it down the field. I've seen it happen many times.
Oh, yeah. Grissom is back in there, and that's good to see because, boy, he took a huge hit a minute ago. They go right back to him. That's impressive.
Yep.
12 yards, make it 11, and a first down on the coverage. Derek Maxwell, you know, that impresses me, number one, because he got absolutely clobbered.
Right. Well, he does a 10-yard, really hard cut in. DB's playing off him, think he's going to go down the field, so you got to react and come back after that. So nice job by Michigan to get out of that hole.
Michigan has had their moments tonight, and this time they go deep for the first time.
Oh!
And excellent defense by Amari Alexander. Boy, when Henry let that ball go, I thought it was a sure 6.
No doubt. He had to slow down for it. But look, you got to fight for that football, right? If you realize the ball is going to be in the air a bit longer and you're going to slow down for it, go up and fight for the football and do it. Don't wait on the ball. That's exactly what he did. That allowed the Cats defender to get there and put his hand in for an incomplete.
It's really the first time they've gone deep tonight.
Yep.
And he had just enough time to get it off. 2nd and 10. He's got to have wheels here, and he throws it behind the intended receiver, Dan Williams. Again, Alexander, the closest Cat in coverage. Henry is fortunate that he's got some wheels, Joe, because he's needed them a bunch.
I think that might have been the 4th time had he not had good wheels, been sacked in the pocket, he's able to get out. And that's the deal. You want to get the quarterback running that way, get him flustered, realize he doesn't have a lot of time to throw the ball, and that's what you saw right there. So big 3rd down here for the Cats.
And the crowd standing below us, looking for a stop. Henry, good throw, better catch, first down at the Cats 24.
Wow. Who
else but Grissom?
I just don't understand why Michigan does not keep going back to that. It works every single time for them.
And a well-thrown football, and he had just enough time, Joe.
Wow.
That almost resulted in a sack. He has done a very good job tonight of buying himself some extra time. I think he's asking the official,
well, no,
can you block for me?
The play clock is out. Hey, Tom Ritter was saying that's your guy. That's your guy. The back judge is going to tell you how much time you got because the play clock is out here at F&M Bank Arena.
Good get on your end. I didn't see it. Look at what is a hot pass, and it's good for about 8 to Long, the former Cat, and that's one of those grab it and throw it. And I'm not sure the laces were anywhere near him.
Right, and those plays work. Again, you're moving north and south. The east or west does not work. In arena football, you want to go down the field as quick, as fast as you can, and that's what Michigan's doing right now. Now we get the play clock working.
Sounds like an NBA game with the crowd chanting defense. Henry this time with time to the end zone. It's intercepted. Alexander made a terrific play on a 50-50 ball. And let me change it. It wasn't Alexander, it was Coleman. And all of a sudden, the officials are gathering, so I'm not sure what to think.
Well, Michigan looks like they still got the ball. They're ready to go for it again. Did he drop it in the end zone? Looks like he dropped it, I guess.
So we've got all kinds of confusion. We have not been told anything yet, but we can tell there's a penalty on the Cats, and they'll put the football at the 11-yard line. And that's going to result in a first down. Listen to this one, fortuitous break for Michigan.
Is that?
And now the challenge flag comes out.
Is he challenging the interference on that?
I don't know. So the longest 7 minutes in Arena 1 football history continues as they go back into the replay booth.
Right. I don't know what he said it. I couldn't hear him, though. I'm watching the replay on the board here. And the referee signaled a touchback with the interception.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what the call is here.
By the way, whoever is picking out the music here, they have picked out one of my favorite songs.
I need you to go out and sing it, George.
You want me to?
No.
No. Friends in low places, and watch the reaction in a minute.
He caught the ball clean in the end zone.
That's what I thought.
Yep. They're getting into it now, George.
What a great song. So poor Tom Ritter has been working overtime.
Yeah, going out to the, not the replay booth, it's the replay hall. Is that where we're going down that way?
Looks like it. Based on what you saw, what could they be reviewing?
I don't know. I didn't. Yeah, that's a great question.
Because it looked like a clear. It looked like a clear pick.
Well, I mean, sometimes you can't run a certain blitz. There's certain defenses maybe you can't run, and maybe
that's what they're looking at
to see if you could have that. So I don't know.
Keep going. You're on a roll.
Maybe that's it. I know when you have to rush a certain amount of guys or something, you can't drop somebody off.
Meanwhile, one of the great stadium songs is going.
Yeah.
And if I didn't have this headset on, I would be singing it.
Out there in the middle of it?
No, it's awesome.
Well, the coach from Michigan, Coach Leota, keeps looking at the board and talking to the ref like, there it is, there it is. I don't know what he's looking at exactly to see what the penalty is.
Well, I think you hit the nail on the head. They're looking at illegal defense.
Okay.
And look, I don't pretend to try to act like I know, so we're going to let Tom Ritter do it.
Here we go.
So from the Oasis, we send it back down to Tom Ritter.
Oh, man.
Okay, so it is an illegal defense against the Cats. The crowd doesn't appreciate the call whatsoever, and it keeps the drive alive for Michigan with 8:35 to play in the third quarter, down 16.
Crowd doesn't know what they're chanting. They're like, no, we don't like it. We're not sure what we don't like.
They're into ref you suck, which they've learned from the Nashville Predators NHL team. Meanwhile, back to trying to be serious. First and 10 for Michigan at the Cats 11. Henry, scrambling, throwing, touchdown.
Wow, what a
Really
play.
well done on a play, Joe, where they tell you in football, don't throw against your body back toward the middle. He got away with it.
He did. He did. Nice pass. Using his wheels again, George, like we've talked about the entire game. Got out of the pocket, was able to throw the ball in the end zone for the touchdown, and that's huge. That is a huge play touchdown for Michigan.
And now they will go for 2. The math down 16 says you need a pair of 8s to tie it, and that's exactly what they're trying to do here from the 2.
Yeah, make it that one-score game. Always keep it within one score.
It's not easy because that field down there is really condensed.
He's offsides. Yeah, good call.
Yeah, and it
Flags
wasn't
out.
even close. They just throw it up for grabs. It's not going to matter because Joe spotted it early.
Right.
That one was pretty easy. Grissom was about 2.5 yards.
He was.
Offsides.
He swam past the defender. I'm like, they haven't snapped the ball yet.
He got all the way to the Kentucky border.
Almost. Which, you're going to push it back a few yards, which is fine because that gives you more room to operate your offense.
It's a really good point. I mean, it doesn't make any sense mathematically, but you can kind of look at it, and now they decide.
Wow, it wasn't a dead ball. My bad.
Yeah. So we have a timeout. The extra point is no good. The Cats lead by 10 here in Clarksville. So let's try to reset what just happened a moment ago. Michigan, having scored a touchdown, decided to go for 2. And, Joe, they were penalized, and that nullified any opportunity to try it again.
I thought because it jumped pre-snap, he was offsides, that's a dead ball. But maybe I was wrong about that because now they ruled it incomplete, no good, and now the Arsenal's got to kick off to the Cats. So here's the deal for the Cats. Go down and score. I know it says no dud, Joe. I get that. But you just put more pressure on Michigan. And look, you're midway through the third quarter. Time is not your friend anymore.
That's exactly right. They're down 10, and they need something good to happen on defense.
Well, look, if you go down and score an extra point, you're up 17. You're up by 3 scores.
Right. This one goes under the net, and Coleman gets a good return to nearly the 15. Tyler Kolka's offense tonight, with the exception of the tip ball, has been virtually perfect.
Yeah, it has. I mean, his passes have been just dead on. The offense is running really fluid. I asked him today, I said, what's the autonomy of you calling plays? I mean, you get full autonomy? He's like, we go back and forth. I'll go over and say, look, this is working, that's working. Or maybe the offensive coordinator will say, look, hey, they're cheating on this side, let's go over here. He goes, it works really good together. We got a really good dynamic between myself and a new offensive coordinator.
Kolka, quick drop, and that one, he had a defender hit his hand, and thus the ball came out wobbly and incomplete.
Yeah, I mean, that's the problem. He's got to the ends are getting their hands up, and Kolka's not being able to get the ball over the top of them.
Tyler getting play instructions, goes back into the huddle.
I got a feeling this is going to go. Kolka's like, enough of this, let's go.
It's one of the few times tonight that Michigan's gotten any pressure. He'll throw again. This time he had time, and he completes it to Honeycutt, about a yard short at about the 23.
It's good. That's good momentum to keep the ball going, stay ahead of the chains. You know, it's third down. You got, they'll take full advantage of the third and fourth down to get a first down here. But nice job, find the open guy. Now, I would not go deep again. I'd probably a nice little short pass, get that first down, keep the clock rolling, because we're under 6 now here in the third quarter.
Or, God forbid, you run. What about that?
Right.
There's not been a lot of running in this game.
Not a lot at all. Go, go, go. It's free play.
So the guilty party, and it was pretty obvious, was Jalen Jackson.
It looks like they had a run call, George.
No, they might have.
Because everybody stayed to the queue. Everybody kept their lanes and their blocks, and they only needed a yard.
So Jackson is out of Georgia Southern, and by the time he stopped, he was dadgum near Georgia.
Right. Georgia Southern, home of one of the greatest college quarterbacks of all time. The ham bone with Tracy Ham.
Yes.
God, he ran that wishbone so well. Irk Russell. Right?
Man, talk about a junkyard dog.
Yes.
First down from the Michigan 23. Quick sideline route is good for about 4 to Jordan Gandy.
Nice tackle. Not only the DBs and arena ball got to be good cover guys, you got to be able to tackle really, really well. That was a nice job.
I think I heard did I hear a Montreal Alouette reference from the truck? Canadian Football League. Tracy Ham was in Montreal. 2nd and 6, Kolka, sideline route.
Nice.
Honeycutt, short by about a yard and a half. But, hey, they're getting it a little bit at a time, and they're getting some cushion.
That's right. Kolka knows what he's doing. You can play this game, 5, 7, 8 yard passes up and down the field, but the want of just that bomb, the pass, 30, 40 yards is always there, but Kolka, the precision has been there all night long.
Tyler, for those of you who don't know the story, played a couple of years in Japan, as he called it to me, sushi football. But I think he's enjoying Clarksville, Tennessee a lot better.
Oh, yeah.
And the Cats are going to have to call a timeout. The play clock, I guess, was running deep. I didn't get a chance to see it. Delay of game is the call against the Cats. So instead of 3rd and 2, it's now more like 3rd and 7, and that kind of changes the play call.
It does. But I think, again, Kolka likes the play of 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8. I mean, he likes that. Move it back a little bit, more time for his guys to get open and get down the field.
So a 10-point game right now, and Michigan's saying, man, we need a stop, and if we could get one, this could get really interesting. But you don't get the feeling they can. Kolka again to the air, right corner, touchdown. It was wide open. Honeycutt beat the defender by about a mile and a half.
He did. I love it too, because Kolka dropped back. He knew exactly where he was going to go, waited till the play developed, and Honeycutt put a heck of a move on the DB. He had no idea where he was going. Touchdown, Cats.
Holy cow. You talk about separation in the Arena Football League. Seldom do you get that kind of wide open.
Right.
An impressive play there. Kaplan on a low snap says, no worry. So a timeout with 2:53 to play in the 3rd quarter, and suddenly the Cats' lead has ballooned to 17.
That's what you wanted, to go down there and put the pressure on Michigan. Now Michigan's got to score in every drive from here on out.
Well, back here in Clarksville, Michigan desperately needed a stop, and this just in. Not only did they not get it, but Honeycutt was open like from here to Nashville.
There we go.
You talk about separation to give the Cats a 17-point lead as we go under 3 minutes to play in a rapidly moving 3rd quarter.
Yeah, right? Might just stay here for next week's game.
Bennett got another crazy hop and got clobbered inside the 1.
Wow.
Kaplan could not have gone up and handed it to that net any more effectively.
Man. Well, and, you know, Michigan knows what they got to do. They got to score in every drive. Then you got to stop the Cats. So let's see what happens. The Cats defense played really good, George. The front three done a great job. The secondary is a good job of shutting their guys down, making good tackles in the open field. Michigan's got to get their points because Henry is such a good quarterback scrambling out of there.
But he's certainly not the recipient of good field position.
Not at all.
From inside the 1, he throws out of his end zone, but that play will never come off.
And yet another flag.
We've had a few. So this one, I'm trying to figure out, can they move the football any closer?
That's a great question. I don't know. I just like looking in the end zone in arena football. There's like 13 people like hanging around the end zone. Officials, coaches, linesmen.
Whatever the case, Henry's going to be throwing out of his end zone after the 1-inch penalty. He scrambles, he throws deep for Williams, and it's picked off again.
Holy cow.
The Cats, Amari Alexander with the 3rd pick of the night. That is terrific defense.
I don't know how we intercepted it because his back was to the ball the entire time. It was right below us. We couldn't see exactly what was going on. Okay, great play. He just read the receiver. Ball bounces off both of them. He catches it. Gets the interception. Tell you, that secondary is playing so well tonight.
Amari Alexander played his college football an hour from here in Bowling Green at Western Kentucky University. And for any Hilltopper fans out there, celebrate.
Yeah.
Great play.
Nice job.
1:25 to play. 3rd quarter as the Cats attempt to find the knockout punch.
Big
up
play
by
versus
17.
big play. The linesman dropped the line marker.
It also looked like a receiver may have jumped early, but let's wait and see.
I think it fell down. The linesman's like, oops, my bad. They have to set the marker, then run to the end zone. A lot of pressure on him. Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, good call. So it will be 1st and 10 as we go under a minute to play in the 3rd quarter. Kolka back to throw out of his end zone.
Oh.
He's got Honeycutt wide open. Can he make it to the end zone? No. 47 yards to Malik Honeycutt, who again turned around a defender.
My goodness, what a great move Honeycutt did coming off the line of scrimmage. Kolka read the one-on-one coverage, knew if he got the ball out there just right and led him, he would have a 1st down in a big game. That's exactly what Kolka did on that. Man, oh man.
And Honeycutt is having a field day. He has made defenders look silly tonight.
Now, if I'm the Cats, you don't have to snap it. There's a 2-second differential on the clock. Let it go the 4th quarter. We'll see what happens.
And I guess they got the play off.
Yeah.
Collier got to about the 1, and that appears to be the end of the 3rd quarter. The longest 3rd quarter in history is done.
Right.
45 minutes in the books, and right now it's the home team, the Cats in Clarksville, leading by 17.
All right, Cats fans, now I want to see you dance. If you got a soul, stand up and dance with me. Cats fans, stand up and let's dance with me.
Oh, you can do better than that. Come on. Get it up. Hey, uh-oh.
Fourth quarter begins tonight here in Clarksville. George Plaster, Joe Dubin with you. And the Cats, who are one of the real contenders to win Arena 1 championship kind of stuff, lead the expansion Michigan Arsenal by 17. And they just put 6 more on the board. Collier, who is a load, got in easily, but I see a yellow hanky down.
Oh, no.
Imagine that.
Got to be a hole, looks like, from where that was. Oh, looks like the Cats are celebrating. They could be on the Arsenal there. And look, now you're up. If this stands, you get the extra point. You're up 56-32. Never say never in arena ball. I'm telling you right now, George, never say never, because they can come back in almost no time at all. Oh, they picked the flag up.
Yeah.
No penalty there.
Which always makes me wonder, if you threw it, don't you have to stand by it?
Right? But I'm okay with you know what? I think I messed up. That would be me. I could not be a ref.
No.
These guys do a heck of a job.
Kaplan has been busy tonight. This will be
8.
Yep. Extra point number 8. That one is not going to happen.
You don't want to do that.
No, you don't. The first thing I thought of, though, was Garo Yepremian.
Right.
In the Super Bowl back in the early 70s. They'll probably tell Kaplan next time just to eat it. So
Didn't Dolphins win that Super Bowl?
they did.
They beat the Redskins.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was their undefeated year
That's right.
under Don Shula. And it looked like Kaplan got an earful.
Yeah, their first instinct is to kick it. So it's saying there's no points there?
Yeah, the kick is no good. And I guess the attempt at 2
It's
fails.
also, okay.
And I don't pretend to know how or why.
I guess you can't run those back in arena.
That was hilarious.
Well, you got to think about the kicker never faces that in practice, right? There's never 3 240, 50-pound linemen, linebackers coming at them because, heck, the kicker's usually in having coffee by that time in practice. Did I tell you that I'm glad punters aren't in arena football? Love it.
Yeah. So it's been a long night, as you might figure on an opening night, first week for the Cats, second week for Michigan. Yeah, it's been a little sloppy, but it's also been a lot of fun. Nashville and Clarksville, in this case, the Cats, showing that their offense is every bit as good as it was a year ago. And, Joe, they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Well, they have a heck of a We got a problem. Okay, everything's good over there. They've got a heck of a secondary. I mean, that's, to me, you need all facets to work, but the Cats secondary, Amos Coleman, Derek Jones, Derek Maxwell Jr., Amari Alexander, those guys have played so well tonight, George, shutting down Michigan's passing game, great tackles in the open field. And you got that, you got Tyler Kalka. This is a football team that can go a long way.
Kaplan has been downright murder with these kicks off the crossbars and the goal posts and whatever you want to call them. He's hit a bunch of them.
Ugh.
Bennett thankful that wasn't the case this time, and he gets a good return out to about the 13.
So seeing a little urgency here from Michigan. I mean, you got to go down and score, and you got to score quickly, and you got to stop the Cats. They got to score again and stop the Cats. The Cats have put themselves in such good position now, George, as we head into the fourth quarter, being in control of this game.
Henry tonight has done a really good job of buying time, and given that the Cats' three-down linemen know, hey, we can just tee off, this is not going to be easy for him.
No, not at all. And here they come.
Trips to the right. He has no time at all, and his pass intended for long off the mark. He was lucky to get it off at all.
He had maybe a foot left before he got slammed into the wall over there, and that's off his back foot going across his body as well.
He has saved his offensive line a bunch of sacks tonight.
He has.
By his ability to dodge and weave and move around. I'm impressed with him.
It's not bad. I mean, he's not bad on a team with an offensive line that's getting pretty much manhandled by the Cats' front three.
Yeah, this is a little bit of their worst nightmare. This is a screen, and it may have been deflected.
It was.
And from the looks of things, Jaquan Artis may have gotten a piece of that football.
Again, as we talk about, any defensive line will tell you, coach will tell you, you can't get back there, put your hands up. That's the next best thing you could do, and it's worked really well for both teams tonight.
It was a 9-point lead at halftime for the Cats, and they have ballooned it out to 23. On 3rd and 10, Henry had time and threw this thing to the state capitol.
Wow.
It was intended for Grissom, who wasn't anywhere close.
Nope.
And so now it's 4th and 10, and you just do the best you can if you're Henry. Crowd rising down below us. They've made a lot of noise tonight. They have been a difference in this game, and they have thoroughly enjoyed this new team coming here. Henry rolling for his life, and he finds his receiver Grissom on 4th and 10. He converts big for 21.
I do not know why they have not been running that play all game long. Take the chance, get the ball down the field. Find the one-on-one matchups and make it happen. That's a 50-50 ball. That's exactly what that was. Nice job by the Arsenal and for Henry to keep the ball going and keep this drive alive.
And Grissom has had a heck of a second half after getting leveled on a play. They throw to him again. He walks in. Boom. Touchdown, Michigan.
As we said, it's never over in arena ball till it's over. So they had a 4th and 10, probably one play away from this game might be an over, and now they go down and score. They get 2 here, could make it a 15-point game. It's a 2-score game now.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So they're looking up at the scoreboard, it looked like. And whatever they saw, they're like, we're good.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that was about.
Arsenal will go for 2.
So sort of a diamond formation. Henry to the end zone, and the conversion is good for 2. Grissom yet again.
Right.
He has had a field day, and with 10:41 to play, we're back to a 16-point game, which means 2 possessions.
Yep. So now Michigan's got to go down and stop Kolka and the Cats offense, which hasn't been easy to do tonight. Kolka's probably thinking, look, let's put some points on the board. Then it's kind of like, oh, that drive, all for naught, because now we're down 3 scores again.
The problem for Michigan is they just have not gotten stops. They had an onside kick in the first quarter that gave you an idea that their coaching staff was worried about them defensively. And think about it, if you were ever going to onside kick.
Why? I just don't get why at that point in the game you needed to onside kick.
Yeah.
As I say all the time, football's not that complicated. We make it more complicated than it should be. Let your guys go out and make plays, make things happen, offense or defense. Don't intentionally put them in a bad spot. Now, you say, well, if that onside kick worked, yeah, that's great, but why are you doing it midway through the first? It wasn't even midway through the first. It was like we had 10 minutes to go in the first quarter still.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. But then again, Coach Liotta did not ask me.
So, Amos Coleman deep to receive this kick. There's the onside kick, and it just did not take the hop that they were looking for. What you need there, Joe, and you know it as the player for the Cats, that's Derek Maxwell down, and he took a tough shot there.
I didn't even see it. I was looking down the field for the ball. I had no idea that was going to happen.
It's time to do this.
So now the officials get together to sort of review what they just saw. And while they're doing that, we'll go to the break. 10:37 to play in the game. The Cats at home are leading by 15, and we're back to Clarksville shortly. As we resume play, 10:37 to play in tonight's season opener for the Cats. It's game number 2 for Michigan. The Cats have the 15-point lead, and they got a short field to work with. After the onside kick failed, the Cats have first and goal from the Michigan 9. Michigan has gotten very little pressure tonight on Tyler Kolka. Throws left corner, out of bounds at about the 1. And the reception is good, I think. And it is good.
I go off the reaction of the fans down there in the corner. We couldn't see it from where we're at in the palatial broadcast booth here at F&M Bank Arena. Couldn't see.
So they give Smith his 3rd catch of the night, and it'll be second and goal about 1.5 yards away. They have used Big Collier, 44, their bruising fullback, who is right behind Kolka. Let's see if they go there again. They do, and he pushes the pile about 2 yards into the end zone. So the Cats are back on the board again, thanks to the short field and the bruising running of Austin Collier. Collier, you mentioned earlier, out of Utica, perfect size for an arena fullback.
Do we still get admonished when we say UT Chattanooga? Because I'll always say that.
Yeah, what else are we supposed to call it?
Is it not Chattanooga now?
Is that what it is?
I think it is. It took me years to not call University of Memphis State.
Now, that one was hard for me.
Yeah. Didn't you call games for a while for them?
And they were Memphis State at the time.
Yeah.
And, it's weird for me when I hear that. Kaplan for yet another extra point.
Nice.
This one dead perfect. And the lead is back to 22 with 9:13 to play.
So, I mean, you know what you got to do? Michigan's got to go down, and you're never, I tell you, all the time, not going to belabor the point, but you're never out of this until the very, very end. We saw games last year where a team was up by 20 in the 4th, and they ended up losing because they made mistakes. The other team came back and won the game. So you see what happens here, but Cats are firmly in control to get the big win tonight in their opening game here for their first full season at F&M Bank Arena here in Clarksville.
Yeah, opening night, at least up till now for this crowd, it's been a real success. You see them right below us.
Yeah.
Below us has been completely full virtually all night. The other side, not quite so much, but they've got a good 2,500 to 3,000 in here. They had pre-sold about 2,800. When I talked to Jeff Jarrett earlier in the day, they were hoping to get to 3,500.
And nothing better than having a win on opening night. Nothing better at all.
So Kaplan has been a magician tonight, other than that ill-fated throw that he tried to make.
Such a bad snap, too.
Yeah. So watch what he does here, because he's trying to nail one of those goal posts and get that goofy bounce. And he's done it twice tonight. This one high and short, and Bennett gets to about the 6. Good hang time on the kickoff.
It was. I'm trying to see which Cat player that was that got down there and just made a pile. That would have been Omari Alexander out of Western Kentucky. Just went right down the field, drove his guy back into the Arsenal receiver, returner, and then boom. Well, here's the thing for Michigan. If you're Coach Leota with the team, you're down. This is valuable time for your team now. Keep fighting, keep playing, run your plays, build character, build that finesse, build everything you need when you're losing a game, that character value you need. And that's what Michigan can get here.
Henry is going deep for long and too deep. So to me, Joe, Grissom has been one of the real standouts, one of the guys that you can walk out of here tonight going, okay, we got a winner here.
Yep, absolutely. Nice job, though, it was it was Alexander again. Like he makes a play on the kickoff, and now he turns Grissom into the center of the field. And Henry thinks he's going outside, and then the ball just drops about 20 yards away from nobody.
Grissom in motion to the left. Henry in all kinds of trouble. And for one of the few times tonight, he couldn't escape. The sack will be credited to Thibodeau out of Texas A&M. Big 275-pounder said, well, I don't know what he said. He might have said hook 'em horns or whatever.
Well, they're doing straight up bull rushes. They're not doing anything fancy. They're just pushing the Michigan offensive line straight back. And I'm telling you, this Cats defense, with physical up front, the secondary all over the field tonight, it's a championship caliber football team they got here in Clarksville.
Sure looks like it. On 3rd and 12, Perry, that's a safety. Perry beat his man around the corner, and it was no contest whatsoever. The 310-pounder out of South Carolina State.
Wow.
Joe, the thing that is so impressive, 310, and he was flying.
I mean, Henry drops back to set his foot to throw the ball, and when he does that, he's sacked. He had nowhere to go right there. And that Cats pressure on, but it also helps though when they know they're going to drop back and they got to fling it down the field. Yes, that helps, but that's a byproduct of winning the football game.
He timed the snap, and he timed it beautifully.
Yep.
And so it's now 64-40 as we go under the midway mark of the 4th quarter.
You know who also was a standout at South Carolina State, George?
Help me.
One Harry Carson.
Nice. Where'd you pull that out of?
Legendary linebacker.
Oh, okay.
For the New York Giants.
Good show prep.
Right? I tell you, I spent hours doing that.
These computers are incredible.
How'd you ever do it in the 80s, man?
God, I don't know. I don't know. That's a really good question.
But you pull out a Funk and Wagnall and like, let me look this up real quick.
The broadcast world has changed.
It has, right? I would have, growing up, I'd have oodles and oodles of the Sporting News, Football Digest. That's what got me into football. I'd have all, and I love football, but I'd have all the magazines. Remember the Football Digest, really small
absolutely.
you'd get? I mean, I studied all that.
And the Sporting News back then was your only way to find out.
Oh, yeah.
For sure in baseball. So this is a line drive belted off that screen, and Coleman has running room all the way out to the 12. Amos Coleman's been a busy man tonight.
Yes. If I had to give a game ball, I would get one for everybody on defense and one for Kolka, just because they played so well. And I think Kolka might be coming out of the game, and he is.
Oh, wow. So Tyler completes his night, and Josh Jones out of UNC Pembroke is coming into the game. 6'3", 225. He's a second team All-Indoor Football League last year with the Bay Area Panthers. Let's go Bay Area.
That's not a good way to start.
No, that won't win you points in the film room.
Not
so
at
a
all.
delay of game. Wow. So, you know, in thinking about it, good move. You don't want to risk Kolka at this point. You want to give this guy some playing time.
Absolutely. And look, there's nothing better than putting your quarterback on the bench in the 4th quarter, because you're ahead. You're ahead by 24 points.
This is a big kid at 6'3". He's got some size on him. He throws down the middle and threw it high over the intended receiver, B.K. Smith. Little nerves early, understandable.
Under 6 to go, Cats up 64-40. This is the kind of night that Jeff Jarrett, majority owner here, the Cats wanted. Nice crowd, concession stands pumping, merchandise tables pumping, and a win. That's the most important thing.
He's going to have a really good impact in this community. And as he told me earlier today, it's not just about us, it's about all of the teams in this league.
Right.
I love that attitude. Jones to throw. That one is caught and close to a first down, but a little bit short, is Steven Peterson. Peterson's a Georgia Bulldog who can run, a little 4.5 in the 40-yard dash. They like him. He has not been able to crack the starting group yet, but as a fourth or a fifth receiver, pretty darn good.
Yeah, not bad. I mean, when you got 3 guys in front of you who could be stars on any team in arena ball, that's pretty good.
This is 3rd and about 2. Jones looping deep. Does he hold on? The defender says no. The officials aren't sure.
He got slammed,
Oh,
George.
he got clobbered. Okay, they're calling touchdown.
He says he has it.
Kai West is saying, And it'll be interesting to see if Michigan challenges.
Well, did he drop the ball when he went over the sideboard? The camera cut off on us right there. I couldn't tell. But does Michigan have any challenges left?
We're watching the big board, and we can't tell, but Kai West.
They gave it to him.
Yeah.
Wow, here comes the challenge flag.
Yeah.
All right.
Kai West saw something that had him immediately as the Michigan defender saying,
Well, he didn't see go over the board. There's the ball.
There's
that ball.
We just saw.
That ball was so incomplete. Looked like one of my homework assignments in high school. I think it was terrible. Yeah, but he sold it so well.
Yeah.
We're like, oh yeah, he got it. And the Cats lined up for the extra point. Like, we didn't see that ball on the ground.
And the officials.
Oh my goodness.
In fairness to them, they didn't see it.
No.
And there really was no way for them to see it. So
wait, they're giving him the touchdown.
The touchdown apparently is going to stand.
So they're saying he had control of the ball when he went over the goal line.
I think they're saying they don't know.
I think they're saying we don't want to do another review for 10 minutes. We're good.
We're tired of this. Kaplan, for the 10th time tonight, drives home the extra point. This guy is money. And with 4:16 to play, we are headed down the home stretch of what looks like a Cats victory. Okay, the kickoff by Kaplan is a good one. And again, Michigan with really bad field position as we get to the 4-minute mark in a game that has long since been decided. It is 71-40 in favor of the Cats. George Plaster, Joe Dubin with you from F&M Bank Arena. By the way, whoever's picking out the music, kudos.
Thank you.
Don't Stop Believing. Journey. It doesn't get any better.
Probably our friend Will that's down there picking out the music. Michigan now goes home. They got 3 straight at home. They play the Minnesota Monsters, the Oregon Lightning, and the Minnesota Monsters again try to get back their season, start the season off. If this game stays like it is, go 0-2.
Backup quarterback in for Michigan, and he immediately gets picked, and this is 6. Woo! A Cats touchdown, picking the football off is Trevante Long. That is the 4th INT tonight by that secondary. So all of a sudden, Michigan puts their backup quarterback, Nick Hardman, into the game. Boom.
Yeah, that was actually Trey Meadows for the Cats making the touchdown, number 7.
Thank you.
Out of Western Kentucky, the Hilltoppers representing tonight in a place where, if you're old school, Western Kentucky and Austin Peay, there's OVC days, had some battles just down the road there a little bit.
Oh, you think?
Now, did you call Austin Peay games too?
No, I did. I did a bunch of Western Kentucky years ago. I did a television basketball package for years. EA Diddle Arena, Bowling Green, Kentucky.
Was that Clem Haskins era?
Well, you know what? Not only as Kaplan drives home his 11th extra point of the night, not only did I do games when he was a coach, but later he was my color analyst.
No way.
Love Clem. Great storyteller.
No, that's great.
Loved him.
90. He took. What team did he take to the Final Four in '97?
Was it Minnesota?
Minnesota.
Golden Gophers.
That's right.
Clem lives up in Campbellsville, Kentucky. And if by some chance he's watching tonight, Clem, hello, I loved working with you. I have loved working with Joe Dubin, who has a terrific sense of humor.
Everybody loves that guy. Why would Clem not be watching tonight? I mean, it's Arena Ball on the AF1.com, the broadcast.
There are no other options.
Hello to my daughter and son-in-law down in Mississippi who are watching tonight too as well.
Are you certain of that?
They are.
They may have doubled the...
Just go to the AF1.com and then boom, we're all over the world, man. I called some friends in Key West tonight. They're watching on the AF1.com too as well. So little football on a Friday night, nothing's ever wrong with that.
Very
ever.
nice. To all of you watching tonight, thank you.
Kicking off for your Cats,
This has been a lot of fun.
number 24, Kyle Kaplan.
It certainly has not been brief.
Not at all. But George, I need a deuce. I need to see the ball go through the middle of the net for 2 points. If that happens, the Cats would hit 80 points tonight.
And the crowd yelling deuce, they know the rules. This one comes up short, and Bennett from the back of the end zone gets all the way out to the 11.
2:24 left here in the game. Cats out top, 78-40. It's been a heck. I don't have Tyler Kalka's stats. I would like to know what he's done tonight because I don't know if he's had more than 2 drop balls.
And then there's poor Nick Hardman, who came into the game 45 seconds ago. He's thrown 1 ball.
So I'm told Kalk has thrown 6 TDs. Guys, I didn't hear the
14 of 18.
14 of 18.
Somewhere around 250 yards.
258. Okay.
Hardman,
Was
that wasn't very pretty. That was a ground ball to short.
Where did Hardman go to college? You have
Well, you know what? He went to Wagner.
Wagner.
Yeah,
Wagner.
College. You looking that one up too, aren't
Heck
you?
yeah, I am. I love to find out where things are that I have no idea where they were. I'm going to say it's in Pennsylvania.
Clock is running with 1:15 to play. Hardman swings that out to Williams, so he's got a completion in the scorebook, and He converts for a first down. As we get to the 1 minute mark, Amos Coleman on the tackle. The clock stops. This is the 1 minute warning, our final break of the night. For those of you who have been here from beginning to end, God bless you. Cats by 38. So the final 56 seconds of what is turned into a rout for the Cats. They lead it by 38, and they still lead it by 38 as Long could not find the handle. By the way, during the timeout, a Chicago White Sox game broke out. They did the na-na-na.
Oh, yeah.
The problem is the White Sox fans have not had many chances at that over the last 2 years.
Right?
Yeah.
I felt Wagner College is on Staten Island, New York.
You are such a wealth of knowledge.
George, it's $55,000 a year to go there, so if you'd like to fund a scholarship, let me know.
This may well be the final play of the game as Hardman throws to the sideline.
Ooh.
The catch is made, and that is going to do it. So the Cats, a 38-point opening night victory, and a big thank you from the coaching staff to the crowd. Joe, they made a difference tonight. They made a lot of noise, and it's a good start for the Cats and for Michigan. Look, it's an expansion team. Things will get better.
Yeah, they will, but good job by the Cats opening game here at F&M Bank Arena. A lot of excitement tonight. I know Jeff Jarrett's got to be feeling good about this tonight. It was exciting, it was fun, and you win the game. Never apologize for your success, and the Cats start off at 1-0. And George, they got a good team. That defense for the Cats, the front three got after the ball tonight. The secondary was great, and Kalka was perfection. Nice job by Darren Arbett and the staff.
And nice job on your end. Man,
Thanks,
I enjoyed working with you.
I prepare like no tomorrow. This was my Super Bowl.
That Wagner College thing, I mean, it topped it off.
You're welcome.
Thanks to the folks in the truck for putting up with us. And thanks to all of you for joining us tonight around the country. Again, the final. The Cats win it tonight 78-40. For Joe Dubin and for our entire crew, George Plaster saying so long from Clarksville, Tennessee.